Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. We're gonna jump right in and see what it is Spirit would like you to know. Get our foundation down. Spirit, what is it you would like the collective to know at this time? Please and thank you. Whoa, that one hopped right out of there. We have a Three of Wands in the upright. Expansion, opportunity, preparation, moving forward. Challenged by Two of Pentacles. Challenged by multiple priorities and time management. Negotiations, balancing decisions, weighing options. In the subconscious, Ace of Pentacles in the upright. Financial opportunity, a new venture, abundance. In the recent past, in the recent past, we've got the Ten of Cups in the upright. Divine love, family contentment, blissful relationships, the intention and expectation. Ace of Wands. Ooh, passion, desire, potential beginnings, new opportunities, and growth. In the near future, we've got the Chariot in the upright. So there, wow, look at that. You got willpower, here for Ace of Wands, and then you've got willpower here for the Chariot. Like double whammy, willpower, victory, going on a journey. Going on a journey, making preparations. The lens is being looked through. Oh, that one just came right out of there, didn't it? Oh, look at that. Look at that. You got the Two of Cups. Two of Cups. Mutual attraction, proposal, marriage. In the environment, you've got the Fool, new beginnings, blind faith, spontaneity, innocence, and trust. Hopes and fears, Tower. So there could be a fear of a sudden change, like everything that you know may come to a complete halt and turn into something completely different. And the outcome, Five of Pentacles in the upright. So there's a Tower and there's a financial loss for somebody. Their insecurities. We've got High Priestess. A High Priestess here. A divine feminine. A divine feminine with high morals. Dealing with this competition and rivalry. Coming into a Ten of Pentacles and a spiritual rejuvenation and a healing and a renewal. Yeah. Healing. Healing. And a solid foundation. A solid and frugal foundation, and from the heart. From the heart. Love proposal. Approved by the Most High. That's what I say. That's what I say that is. Somebody's making preparations to move forward. A player. Challenged by negotiations. Balancing multiple projects. Teacher. They're challenged by a teacher, and they're challenged by this teacher's adaptability. They're challenged by this teacher's ability to stay in balance and while managing multiple priorities. This player is challenged by this teacher's ability to hold it together and do that in such a good way that it manifests prosperity. This player's all here, all up in your business. Spying. Challenged by your good fortune. Oh, justice. Oh, if we got 4 cards that flipped here, ooh. Oh my goodness. Justice on behalf of the sovereign being who overcame hardship and is now in the limelight. Justice for a sovereign being who overcame hardship and is in the limelight. They're a teacher. And they're able to manage multiple priorities. There's an Ace of Pentacles here. So there's a financial opportunity. Yeah. You got this player here wanting to horseplay around with your financial opportunity that you earned through facing hardship. The hardship that this one presented to you, now he wants to come in and steal your reward. You got a 10 of Cups here. And somebody's being disconnected. Somebody was disconnected from a 10 of Cups. Ace of Wands here. Power, desire. Potential beginnings. Tribe. It's like somebody was this player was expecting to get these potential beginnings, this Ace of Wands and this Ten of Cups, for themselves and this tribe. They thought their horseplay was going to get them that. But they're challenged because this justice is being served on behalf of this sovereign being who overcame hardship and is in a limelight. They're a teacher who is able to manage multiple priorities. Boy, they were horseplaying around trying to get their Ace of Pentacles and their Ten of Cups, but instead they got disconnected. Yeah, their intention was this whole tribe's intention was to get this power, this Ace of Wands. But there's a victory here. A Chariot. Oh. Prophecy reversed. They didn't see it coming. This portion of the prophecy apparently wasn't told. And there's a victory for the Two of Cups, for this marriage, for this unified love and marriage. Somebody's trying to spy on the location of this new beginning. This return to trust, a return to faith. And the work that they will be doing optimistically. There's a tower for somebody. These spies, this player. This player is undergoing a tower, them and their kin, their tribe. They're facing a Five of Pentacles. Insecurity. They're in fear. Privilege. So those who were privileged, those players who were privileged are in fear now. They're in a Five of Pentacles. This part of the prophecy was not told or shared. We've got a compass here on the bottom of the deck. And the mother and child is going to be remembered. This father in this previous cycle, many times, the father decided to be absent and left the mother and child to fend for themselves. And so now this cycle, it looks like this compass, this cycle, the mother and child is going to be remembered and cared for. That's what I'm getting out of this. They're going to be cared for. They're going to be taken care of, because they had to try to fend for themselves. Without a foundation, without the person who was supposed to keep their foundation, make everything all right, offer protection, make sure that the mother had what she needed to run the household. It was almost like their purpose, this player's purpose, was specifically to cause mental distress within the mother and the child, whether they be male or female. Their purpose was to cause mental distress within the mother and child. And so they were absent. They didn't offer anything. These players. Mature woman, a player, challenged because this sovereign being is receiving justice. They're a teacher. On the distant horizons, they will be a teacher. They're able to manage multiple priorities. They can handle a heavy load. They're in a limelight position. Yes, they managed a big load of hardship and they handled it very well. They were horseplaying around trying to get this Ace of Pentacles. These false people were horseplaying around trying to get this Ace of Pentacles away from this sovereign being who has entered into a Ten of Cups, a divine love and family contentment in the recent past. And this mature woman and her kin have been disconnected from them. and they're facing poverty. They've been disconnected and they're facing poverty. Their intention was to gain power. This Ace of Wands. Their intention was to gain control over everything and everyone. But their toil and labor failed. This part of the prophecy wasn't told. They didn't know about this. And there is a victory gained here. There's a victory here for this 10 of Cups. And for this 2 of Cups. Main female, courage, victory, willpower, control. 2 of Cups here, in a connection, mutual attraction. And we've got somebody trying to spy on their location so that they can change, so that they can make a change. So they're trying to spy on the location so that they can affect some sort of a change. We've got the Fool here. So new beginnings, adventure, a return to trust and blind faith, and hard work. Oh, lovers. Lovers. New beginnings that you can trust and have faith in. They will work. They will work hard together. And the relationship will be... that's intense labor. That relationship is going to be able to produce some really difficult work as a unit, as a couple. There is a Tower here for those kin, that tribe who was trying to gain dominance or power or whatever. We got family secrets, perhaps. And we have a 5 of Pentacles for those of privilege, insecurity and fear, low self-esteem, loneliness. They've been defeated. These false people who are horse playing around trying to gain your Ace of Pentacles, and they're facing imprisonment. Oh, and a coffin. Actually, let me use these ones. I broke out my little deck. This mature woman is a player, and she was not able to be somebody's lover. Came out in the reverse. So this player was not able to gain a love relationship with somebody who is moving forward. This mature woman who didn't gain a love relationship is challenged by this sovereign being who's receiving justice. They're in a limelight position. They survived a bunch of hardship. They're entering a teacher role, perhaps, or maybe they're going to gain a teacher. They're able to manage multiple projects, and this is going to be happening on the distant horizons, which is going to be very soon probably. You've got constancy and merchant. Constancy and merchant. And with merchant, that you've got this distant horizons. You got this, I call it, it's like a sky ship, right? So it could be somebody that comes and does trade or something somehow, whether it be a sky ship or a ship, an ocean ship. However you ship around, I mean, there's a merchant here. So it could be somebody that sells merchandise. And then you've got constancy. So it could be like a regular visitor or something that happens consistently. Merchant could also be like a traveler. Yeah, it's a traveler who deals in wares. And it looks like he's moving forward. Please do whatever you need to do with the genders. It looks like he's moving forward because there's this sovereign being he wants to go hook up with or connect with. This person who's consistent and knowledgeable now after everything that they've been through. They have knowledge that they can share with others, and it's constant. They were very consistent throughout the process. I mean, some of you have been challenged for decades, and you've been very constant and consistent in the ways that you have managed yourself in this process, so that you remained in balance and in a very, most of the time, controlled state of being. That's serious knowledge that you can't get unless you have walked the walk. And a lot of people just don't want to walk the walk. They want to pretend that they've walked the walk. They'll criticize somebody who has walked the walk, because those who've walked the walk, they're not out there announcing that they've walked the walk. And when somebody criticizes them, they're like, I'm not even going to fight with you. It's like, because they've learned how to not waste their energy on stupid stuff like petty ego clashing, or having the need to go, needle somebody unnecessarily, whatever, man. Alrighty then, so you got a 10 of Cups, and then you've got somebody, this tribe here being disconnected, and what is this? Falseness. Falseness came out in the reverse. So this 10 of Cups is true. And look at that. It's a kitty. It's a kitty cat. Meow. Which is true. A kitty cat. Who is true blue. Divine love. Dreams come true. And then this, you've got, the intention was for this here mature woman and her tribe to gain power and domination over this Ace of Pentacles and this relationship here, this sovereign being, and the limelight position that they are going to hold, like of teacher. Like there'll be an influence in the world, most likely a presence that isn't just minor. And they really wanted that position because they wanted to be the big guy on campus, right? But they couldn't get the love relationship, and they needed the love relationship. They had to have that because that's where it's at. Instead, they got disconnected and they're facing poverty. It's almost like, in the beginning, there was an agreement made and there was certain arrangements and contracts. And then whoever was left in charge of this last cycle, they were like, they didn't even have any intentions whatsoever of honoring their word, and they turned everything to crap. And it's wild because whoever they made the arrangement with, they didn't tell everything. They kept the ace up the sleeve or whatever. It's like the master never reveals all, right? I mean, I don't claim to be a master, but there are plenty out there who do. And they say that they never reveal all. And I can see that, that would be a necessary, I mean, given this situation, you know, you have to allow for the potentiality of rebellion or whatever, or some sort of weird glitch. But you've got cheerfulness, and there's an Ace of Pentacles here. It's cheerfulness. It's a financial opportunity. They could have been playing around. They were horse playing. They were cheerful. They were already cheering. They may have already thought that they won, and they were congratulating themselves already on a job well done. But here in the recent past, divine love happened. A true love, true kitty cat love. And these ones got disconnected and they got poverty instead. And it's like, what? That part of the prophecy wasn't told. That wasn't part of the prophecy. Look at that. You got cheerfulness and you got frivolity. Congratulations, cheers, and frivolity. You've got true love, divine love, and dreams come true, and contentment. And you've got frivolity. That's like super happy, man. And this thief here on the bottom of this deck here, this thief has got disconnected, and can you see that? This is so small. It's difficult to read these cards. That's why I had them on the shelf. So this thief is facing poverty now. They're getting disconnected. Their kin, their tribe, the toil and labor that they did failed to get them the power over this beginning, over this cycle. Money came out in the reverse. So their toil and labor didn't work. They didn't get the money. They didn't get the Ace of Pentacles. They didn't get the Ace of Wands. They didn't get the money or the power. They didn't get the money or the power. This main female gained a victory. She survived. She's in the limelight. Justice is being served. She handled her hardship. That wasn't prophesied. Like, maybe I don't know. Whatever happened, it wasn't part of the prophecy that everybody was working off of. Everybody's talking about it. We got conversation here. Everybody's talking about it. They're like, they don't know what's happened. They could be confused because whatever they've been basing their life on and their religion on and the way they plan their future and whatever, maybe that wasn't part of the prophecy, and maybe now they're confused because they don't know what's happening. But they know about these Two of Cups. That's what they've been striving to stop, and they're spying on the location of it because they want to inflict a change on their beginning. on their life. Prison. Prison. They're spying on the location of these Two of Cups, and the change is going to happen. We got prison here. They could go to prison for continuing to spy on these people. Look at that. You got I just saw this. I don't even know why it took me so long to actually for my two eyeballs to come into alignment on this. But you got the Two of Cups here, and then just right up here in the environment, you got the Lovers. It's like there's a mutual attraction, a connection, and then there's Lovers. This could potentially actually solidify, become a thing. These lovers are coming together, and they're going to be working together. They're going to be working together with trust and with faith. They're going to be able to trust each other. They're going to be able to have faith in each other. They're optimistic about this new beginning. Old woman. There's an old woman who is in sorrow. There's an old woman who is in sorrow about this. About these lovers coming together and doing work together. There's a tower here for some kin. And we've got family room. They could be having a meeting. There's a sudden insight. Chaos. These lovers coming together are throwing all that into a tower. This old woman is in sorrow. Doctor. Yeah. So you got a tower for this kin, and you got family room, but then you've got doctor and waiting. Somebody might be waiting to go to the doctor, or they might be waiting on a doctor. Five of Pentacles. So there's no money, there's poverty and imprisonment for these people of privilege. Or person of privilege. And then you've got a surprise. I don't know what that surprise will be. But they're in a Five of Pentacles and imprisonment, and that surprise probably isn't going to be a fun surprise. There's a messenger and a priest and a malady and melancholy. So it's like somebody's sending for the priest. Somebody has sent for the priest because somebody's sick and somebody's sad. And a haughty young woman is suffering a misfortune or going to suffer a misfortune. And then you've got servant and service. So the servant and those in service are now the new scholars. the new teachers for having gained so much wisdom through their spiritual challenges. Huh. And there could be a friend that comes to bring consolation, like, it's okay now, like, oh, these pleasure seekers are in despair because of this reunion. Because it restores hope and faithfulness. Hope and faithfulness between the sweetheart and her soldier. Wow, man. I'm glad I brought these cards out. I forgot I really like these. It's just they're so tiny. It's hard just to see them. And then I brought out this deck. We'll just see how this fits into the spread here. Somebody mentioned that the reads often sound alike, and yeah, I don't mind. It is what it is. This is the story Spirit wants me to say. And so I'm saying it. And I'm glad and very happy to be of service to our beautiful family. What do we got here? Take root. Oh. This player, this mature woman, did not get the lover. This lover is moving across the waters or making a preparation to move forward, to take root somewhere else. So his lover must be somewhere, and he's moving forward toward her to take root, to expand the power of two together. This sovereign being is receiving justice. They're in a limelight position. They have survived a tremendous amount of hardship. They now have a whole bunch of knowledge that they can teach to people to prepare them for another situation that may or may not ever happen like this. You know, you can teach what you know and then continue to learn from there and prepare for what may occur or may not. I mean, you just continue to grow and expand so that hopefully you can manage yourself, you know, against whatever comes your way. The intention is to be stable and secure and balanced and harmonized in the face of a challenge, right? Without blowing your top or blowing your cool or making the matters worse. Super hard when you're young because your chemicals, your essence is so powerful when you're young. It's difficult to manage unless you've been trained, and that just doesn't happen. And in a lot of good ways, it doesn't happen. It happens in a lot of negative ways. Confidence. So this mature woman was challenged by your confidence. And your willingness to explore, your willingness to research, your willingness to delve into that which you did not know, but you knew something was going on and you were bound and determined to figure out what it was, and so you learned. You read books, you talked to people, you asked questions, you went for metaphysical healings, you learned methodologies, you went full bore into learning how to heal yourself or bring yourself into harmony, you know? And look at, and if you've been doing this for 2 decades or more, you've gained a lot of knowledge that you would not have otherwise gained. And anybody not experiencing those extreme challenges and having the drive to figure it out, starting from scratch, you explored, you became your own guinea pig. What works, what doesn't work? How is this affecting my energy? How is this affecting my attitude? How is this affecting my ability to present myself in a good manner in the world? And you just continue to practice and then observe how it happens inside the body. How does it affect the vitality? It's a subtle dance of intensity. It's crazy that I would even say, but it's true. It's a subtle dance of intensity. And I say subtle because most of the time it must be. Otherwise, you would look crazy to somebody else who isn't doing the dance. It's just the way it goes. And some of us don't care if we look crazy. We do take care, though, so that we don't, we don't think, I'm just glad that some things have changed in this world. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Resting after labor. Cheerfulness. Congratulations. You've got this new financial opportunity, a new venture. A prosperous new venture. It's time for you to rest. Be happy. Be of good cheer. Yeah, this false person's been horseplaying around, but they got disconnected and they're facing poverty. They're a thief. And you got your 10 of Cups here. And it's a true love, divine love, frivolity, laughter, gaiety. Oh, and protection. And protection. You most likely had to overcome so much fear in your experiences. Because these ones may be facing a tower now, but this could have been your whole life, one tower after another. And it could have cost you a lot of opportunity to face fear, to overcome it, to continue exposing yourself to situations that could very well throw you back into a damaging situation. And sometimes it happened. But that's the way you expand. It's like you got to tear it. It's like you ask a bodybuilder or whatever, you got to tear the muscle down a little bit, right? At least that's what I've been told by an amateur, that you have to break the muscle down. You have to, that's like the reps and all of that. You kind of got to, somebody mentioned it. It's like a little tears or whatever. I don't know if that's, don't ask me, man, because I don't know. But that's what I heard. And it could be that in order to build it up, you first must break it down, right? A little bit. Break it down a little bit so that it's kind of like the cellular structure. Like sometimes when we age, the cellular wall becomes hardened and you have to soften that wall. You have to break it down in order to get it to function better. It's just a wild thing. Wild thing. You make my heart sing. So anyway, yeah, this will be protection too. protection, frivolity. You've got the kitty, true love. These ones who've been trying to destroy you and steal your happiness are being disconnected. They're facing poverty. They're a thief. And you're protected. Hey, get off the mouse. Come on now, buddy. Don't growl at me. I know. Come on now. Transform. Transform. Ace of Wands. Transform. New beginnings. Fire. Willpower. Creation. Transformation. A reinvention of self and circumstance. That's what they were going for when they were coming after you, but that belongs to you. They didn't get it. Their toil and labor didn't work. They didn't get your money. They weren't able to take your money. Everybody's talking about it. This wasn't part of the prophecy. What do you mean the Most High didn't tell us the whole prophecy? What do you mean he didn't tell us that this main female was going to gain a victory? Oh my goodness. And then you've got organize the mind on the bottom of the deck. So it's like she may have been able to organize her mind and keep her mind organized during this whole thing. And now they're going to have to organize their minds. They're all gossiping about it like, holy moly, what's happening? What's going on? There's big changes. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Balance. Balance is being restored. Everybody's talking about it. Everything's being balanced out. Conversations are happening. You got these Two of Cups here. Unified love and partnership. And you've got somebody spying on the location. There will be a change for this, though. They're facing prison. Or they're facing prison and they're trying to effect a change by spying on the location of this connection. Commune with the dead. They're in prison. They're communing with the dead. That was the change. They could be in a prison, communing with the dead, trying to spy on the location of these lovers from there. Wow. You got the Fool, new beginnings, innocent, blind faith, trust. These lovers are coming together. They're going to be working together. There's an old woman who's in sorrow about this. Appreciate these lovers, these new beginnings, trust in life. Blind faith, innocence, appreciate their opportunities, appreciate the opportunity to do this work together, And that's hard labor. That's very difficult work, but they're built for it. After everything that they've just overcome, they're built for it. And this old woman is in sorrow. Because you got appreciation, you've got gratitude, you've got thankfulness, karma, tower for this kin. Doing stuff in a family room. They're waiting to go to the doctor. Karma, tower. There is this Five of Pentacles, financial loss. The privileged lost their financials. They're lonely. They're in need. They're facing imprisonment. There's some sort of surprise they don't know about. Poverty. Prosperity. Oh, maybe that's the surprise. The privileged lost their money and they're facing imprisonment. And maybe that's the surprise. Maybe the surprise is a pregnancy. Born of water. Maybe that's the surprise. The prosperity, the child that everybody's freaking out about. Personal alchemy. And that's what this is all about. Personal alchemy. It's not about what you can gain materialistically. It's about what you can become. And being self-reliant. And it's that self-reliance that manifests true connection with spirit, right? It's a very personal connection. It's intimate. A different kind of intimate, than what some people may have been accustomed to. It's that intimate that you don't want to share with anybody else, It's that intimate that you won't even share with your husband or your wife because you don't want them to think you're a crazy person while you're communing with spirit, only because with some of the things that we say, I mean, I've been called a weirdo lots of times because I like to pray out loud. And when I had a roommate, like they would always be walking through the darn room when I'd be praying and then they'd say weirdo. And I'd be like, man, crapping all over my sacreds, It's like, wow. Whoa. Get back up there, little microphone. Anyhow, guys, this is enough decks, I think, for the moment. I think this is a pretty good little story for now. And I'll just see you on the next one. Bye.